Is up, everybody? How are we doing today? I don't know why I asked that question. It sounds like you're gonna answer, but what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about a couple years ago, Kyle Kulinski did a video talking about Bill Gates and the COVID vaccine, and the video itself has to do with Epstein code and talk about Epstein, but I just want to I don't want to get into any of that. I want to talk about whether the vaccine worked or not. That's irrelevant to what I want to talk about right here. I just find it interesting what Kyle says, because I don't know if you don't know who Kyle Kulinski is. He is a democratic socialist. I don't know if he actually identifies as a socialist, but he's a left. He is describes himself as a leftist, a left-wing populist, and probably won't run away from being called a socialist. So, but what he and at the beginning of this video, I don't know, he goes in and he talks about the COVID vaccines and patents and how they're bad, but it's like just he accidentally he's a democratic socialist or left-wing populist. That's what he calls himself. I'm going to use that word. He's a left-wing populist, but he accidentally makes the case for why capitalism is the best system out there, and he doesn't even realize it. So we're gonna just go in and we're gonna watch this video. All right, here we go.
Every time he talks publicly, he really makes a fool of himself. He spent years crafting his PR image as like, I'm the good philanthropic billionaire. I'm altruistic and humanitarian.
Oh, he's talking about Bill Gates. I think I said that at the beginning, but just in case I didn't.
And that all just blew up because it's bullshit. Virtually everything this guy does is a scam. He's big on protecting monopolies. He does this whole we're going to send the COVID vaccines around the world.
I'm gonna say this, everything he's saying a lot of stuff that's probably true about Bill Gates, but not everything he does is scam. Like, he did create Microsoft and make it I'm gonna say about Bill Gates, all the charity he's done more good just with Microsoft because it's given people jobs, created businesses. Like, outside of Microsoft, I'm not gonna say he's a good person, bad person, probably leaning more towards the bad person, but Microsoft is one of the greatest things ever invented. Like, it's revolutionized the economy. That and Apple are two things that, so at that point he has done a lot of good for the world. But yeah, everything with the back, like, we're gonna what he's saying is about him is kind of true. We're gonna keep
World. The reason he's doing that is because he's against lifting the patent protections for big pharma. So in other words, you could have every facility that can make the vaccines all around the world make the vaccines, and then way more people would get the vaccines. Bill Gates says, no, we don't allow that. Instead of allowing all the facilities to make the vaccines, we want to make sure the profits are protected for just big pharma. So we'll send the vaccines around the world. We'll do it through charity. Okay, but you're not going to get nearly as many vaccines as you need if you just do it through charity. You have to lift the patent protections.
bingo. That is what capitalism is. I don't know. I don't think he realizes that he's making a capitalist, making an argument for capitalism, but patents aren't capitalistic. Like that, patents are anti-free market. And this is where left-wing populists, democratic socialists screw up. They rail against big pharma, but not realizing that it's everything that they advocate for will help big pharma or won't fix the solution. Yes, we get rid of patents. It lets other manufacturers, smaller, not big pharma corporations, smaller pharmaceutical companies can make this and sell it cheaper. That is what capitalism is. So, like, I don't think he knows he's making a free market argument, but he is. And I think he's about to be done with it, but we'll let him finish his statement.
Bill Gates says no. He decides, I'm the global health minister effectively, and the developing world, you're not going to get nearly enough vaccines. And I'll pretend like I'm the good guy because I'll do charity vaccines and send millions, when really we could create billions if we just lifted the patent protections and reduce the profits for big pharma. Bill Gates says no to that. So he's a terrible person and every.
Yeah, so he's going to go on other stuff. That's all I really want to show from him. But yes, That's it's cap. He's advocating for capitalism. Like monopolies don't exist. Like they rail against monopolies, but they want government to fix monopolies is what these left-wing populists want, not realizing that the only way monopolies exist is with government protections. Like patents, like the free market, the patent isn't something that happens in the free market. That's the government giving these companies a monopoly, saying you guys have the right to do this. Like that's the only way monopolies exist is through the free market. So yeah, I don't know. I just find that really amusing that he did that. So that's all I really have for to say today. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.